All right, we got the flooring up. Still got to do a little bit more leveling with that paver over there. And this one, other than that, it's pretty leveled everywhere else. These things here was not originally part of the plan, but I went on to put it in because when I was walking on it, the boards were kind of swaying a little bit. So just to add some structure. This paver block broke on me. I haven't been rough with it at all. So just use one of them old ones, stepping stones that I had in the front yard. And being in where the location I'm at is somewhat known as the hood, but it's getting better over time. They don't have shit in stock over here compared to when you go to the rich folk area. So these was the last 4 pavers that they had in stock. So I wasn't finna drive 30 minutes to go get one paver. So it's gonna be mismatched. Oh damn well. Look at that, bro. Come on. Everything else buttoned up. Got this thing super buttoned with these 3.5 screws. I ain't playing no games. 2.5 feet elevated. There's some room. Oh, look good. All right. Got the plywood on, got the braces and everything. Got it leveled all the way around. Now it's time to lay down these chalk lines so we can button it up on the bottom boards. Chalk line gonna help do it in a straight line. Make sure you ain't getting nothing. You ain't making contact with no screws, so let's get this done. Got the left side all finished. It's the part for the nesting boxes. All right, all 4 walls have been made. I should add a couple little pieces here, but I might let that shit ride. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's got that piece right there that's supporting it, so and it's got that right there in the middle, so it's cool. We got this here is the run side, and I had to write me some notes on here because I'm actually not done. I just came up with a plan to add in a door right here, just so I can have like a place to scoop the poop out or scoop the deep litter method out. And here's the door area, 32-inch wide, 14 by 21-inch windows, all centered, perfectly the same, all the way around. The shed will be in symmetry when it comes to the windows. They're all at the same exact heights, all the way around. So, I started putting the siding on this one. The LP Smart started on there anyway. Right here, I was running into some problem with my saw. I think it's time for another blade. So I started with the reciprocating saw. You can see how rough it cut, but I still got that. You can see how that's the clean cut there. The reciprocating saw made it very unclean right there at the bottom, as you can see. And I'm gonna take the regular circular saw and clean it up. Where you see the blue line is where it's supposed to be. But it was having problems getting through. That's what the floor is looking like. Curse you, dreaded tree. And as you can see, let me see if any bird poop is on here, because they have been wilding, especially since I got them a bird feeder in the middle of the yard. So every time they see me working on something, they gonna take a shit on it. They just fly past, let it go. They just fly past and let it go. Like that'll teach him for not leaving food out this week. But yeah, it's all coming together, garden looking good. Got a whole bunch of salvage pieces. I will not need no OSB wood to tie the rafters in the middle. I will be using those. Look like I got my first eggplant in here. Yeah, man, y'all tune in for the garden videos. Having some troubles over here as usual. Still trying to dial in what I need for all these different bugs, species. I got so much companion gardening going on, but I haven't seen really no beneficial insects. So All right, first wall complete. Whole bunch of BS. Had to go back and get some nails because I was only using screws and found out you can't use screws. I don't have no siding screws. If there even is that or whatever else that you could use, they don't have it in stock at my local store. So, and I got some side nails, man. I don't have no nail gun, so it's just pow, pow, pow all damn day. Got it all cut up around the edges. Now I did overlap it at the bottom here, just so it could cover up the baseboard right here, just so it can cover that up. And keep a lot of water and stuff off of it so it can stay a little, stay in its life shape for a longer time, I guess I should say. I don't know. All right, well, number 2. This is the side of the nesting boxes. Got the squares cut out. 96 inches long. 93, excuse me, since I got to take away the 1.5s. 16 inches tall. We got the 1421 window. Got it all cut off around the edges. Again, got it overlapping. I forgot exactly what it was, but I got it overlapping to cover the bottom floor frame right here. I created me a template just to make sure that it stays flush. See this? So basically, from the floorboard where the stud's gonna sit at to there, which is cool. And if I take it over here, this should hit on the bottom stud. Power. Flush. That's me hitting the stud. Let me stop before I break it. I done broke it so many times. It's so thin of a piece, me hitting it like that. But yeah, got these 2 here to go. All right, first wall up. Got it tied down some 3.5 inches. I ain't got too many left, so I'm gonna have to do the rest for 2.5. Just button it down a little with more screws. As you can see, my plan worked out. It's covered up that back fascia perfectly. So you can see exactly where it's at. Just a little piece that's sticking out. That's perfect. That's a little uneven in the back. When I had originally put it together, it was a learning process for the back, so I was okay with it being uneven in the back. But the front, I triple checked those, so those should cover those up pretty flushly. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this other side on here because I don't even know it's 3.5 inches. The wind can still cause some issues. So next up. All right. Got all 3 walls up. Well, not all, but I got 3 walls up. Got this one here. I got to make a correction on it. I have to bring these 2 end studs over just to make this 89 inches, 7 feet 5 inches instead of 93 inches. Just need the extra space. Didn't think about that. The plans that I was following, even though I had I completely customized the plans. I've changed up pretty much damn near everything about it. So the plans that I originally went with were based off of 2x2s. So I didn't equate that when it comes to the extra width that's added with the 2x4. So I got to make a correction on that. These are going to stay 8 feet completely. And again, these are going to be 7 feet 5 inches front and back. You see, also they plans didn't have window here. Didn't have the double windows in the front door. Again, the 2x4s, and didn't have the vinyl flooring, didn't have the braces. Yeah, I've done a whole bunch of different things. But yeah, man, we got it all buttoned up. As you can see, it's all level up top. Window cut out. Up top. Looking good. I got some more vinyl on the way. I scratched this one up. Moving these around. Where there's a piece that you really can't tell because there's so much stuff coming from this tree. Yeah, man, that's all good. Let me get on up from the step. I've been jumping up here, but now I'm tied down, so I'm stepping. Yep, got it all tied in. 3.5 inch screws in the back, just to really make it structural sound. Then 2.5 everywhere else. It ain't budging. You see, not budging. Got to cut out, shimmed it out a little bit more here, just to make sure that window doesn't scrape up against it as I put it in. But yeah. Oh shit. Stop. Looking good, doing good. Got a whole bunch of little pieces left. Guess I can use these for the rafters. Slowly but surely, man. Y'all see we got everything going on. Had a few problems with the roof. Had to make some adjustments, man. The plans that I've been using, I pretty much custom built pretty much everything else besides certain things like the foundation area and shit like that. But all the windows and extra studs that I've added extra studs when the plans didn't have none. Like I said, we got the side and everything on. Again, these pieces that's exposed will be covered with trim. So look at the small details. So whatever color I paint this, I'm gonna paint those the same thing. So when you walk in, boom, symmetry, baby. Small details, man. Sometimes it's the small things that count. And right now what I'm doing, like I said, the plans that I had, bought, like this whole wall, you see, like I added these studs in for myself. But originally, there was nothing here. But when I'm using the ties for the rafter pieces, look at where they're screwing in at. That's a no-go. Heck, our OSB cannot hold on to no rafters or no support a heavy-ass roof, especially if you got to walk on it. So what you see me doing with those two here, these two, see I'm laying them flat. That's just for those screws can have something to hold on to. And then I'm doing like a little angled 2.5 inch screw at the bottom there, just to support it. And then I'm buttoning it down at the top also. So yeah, man, sometimes you gotta wing some shit. It ain't ideal, but look at that. That's all right. All of the rafters are up. Got the support in the middle. I started cutting these out, but then last minute I had realized that I could have been buttoning these up like they're intended to be. You see this in here? It's another piece that goes on top. If anybody knows the LP Smart side, you know what I'm talking about. Where it makes it seamless instead of me constantly having like just cut parts like this and at the top right there, and then end up having a cut piece there. That's a lot of trim, and I'd rather the symmetry of the shed be whole color and then divided by trim there, and then on the sides and on the windows, but just not divided and then color, and then probably more trim on top. Like it's just too much. So yeah, I've wasted a whole board over here right there. So waste of money, waste of materials, but gain experience and get better at your craft. So if you ask me, money ain't as valuable as that. That's valuable to me. Come on up here with me. We got 2 sheets on for there. This thing got them all buttoned down. I know I ain't used the right hardware. I used some construction screws and some deck screws, 2.5 and 2 inches. It is what it is. Don't get in my comments about that carpentry. Shit. It's the last 10 years max. Minimum. But yeah, man, it's turning out good, looking good. It's already getting hotter now. Just with those 2 boards right there. It was hot when I just put that 1 board on. That's something I'm not looking forward to. Good thing I got a ventilation for it. Now stay tuned. All right, starting on drip edge. Right here at the eave end. Gonna put some along the rake as well. Same thing on the other side and the back side. Got the fascia, gable in, trimming on, windows sealed, windows in. All the roofing is done. Drip edge, rake edge. We got the OSB, the underlayment, the purlins. We got the Z flashing on the back here. I did not make the back one piece like I did the front, so did the Pythagorean theorem in the back. So just put some Z flashes just to keep the water from going in between. But what else did I do? I think that's pretty much it. Windows sealed, got the roof and stuff buttoned in. All the proper procedures for the roof to be good. I just completed the boards right there. Just completed that. Wanted to do a little bit more before I go to bed, and it turned out perfectly, man. Look at that triangle. Perfect. This board here, I actually made a mistake rushing before the dark. How many cuts? I forget how many cuts I was doing. All of them, I was making sure that I changed the direction. You see that one? And then you look at that one. See that one? Then you look at that one. And look at this one. Same damn cuts. It's supposed to be one that direction, and then this one coming down this direction. Man. So I gotta get another 1x6. You have to slow down sometime, man, and just make sure it's done right. But yeah, you can slip up, eat more than what you know, man. But yeah, it's looking good, man. Looking great. All right, nesting box all framed out. As y'all can see, got the siding on the inside as well. I might paint these too, the same colors I'm gonna paint the outside. And also, like I don't know if I stated that in the video or not, even the rafter pieces might be painted the same color. Just, you know, the small things that count, you know what I'm saying? This piece here is getting on my nerves, like it will not shut at all. It's getting on my nerves, but it is what it is, man. This piece here, I will be cutting this end off just to make it flush. Just the extra piece that, you know, usually connects like we just saw over there. But yeah, man, I got this thing squared out. It's all even. Level, I mean. Got this back piece up on here, 1x2, just for extra support. Got it tied down to 3.5 inches to this stud. 3.5 inches to this stud here. And then we got the rest buttoned up with 3.5 inches for the frames. And 1x5/8 all throughout the siding, and yeah, and 2.5 inches in some places because I wasn't really pre-drilling my holes correctly, I could say, or I was just trying to, I wasn't pre-drilling my holes correctly. So we have some spots where I was seeing the 3.5 inch trying to poke out of the wood, so I backed it out and put a 2.5 in just to make sure it doesn't go all the way through, basically. So yeah, but now I'm working on this door. 70.5 length, 32 inch wide, and I'm having a little trouble trying to figure out exactly what I want it to be. I went with a 68.5, but it was too much of a gap. It was about an inch on each side, and I didn't like that, so that was too much of a gap for me. I want to kind of square it out because it ain't gonna be any trim that's gonna fill in that much of a gap. So I'm thinking about doing a 69.5, and that way it just be a half on each side. That's the gap, I guess. But yeah. All right, started on the door today. Haven't finished it yet. Gonna be adding the X supports at the bottom, and then of course I'm gonna be sanding it and staining it and putting some spar-urethane, however you pronounce that. Something that helps with exterior stains of paint, keeps it durable for the weather conditions. Yeah, man, turned out great. This is all made by 1x8s and 1x4s on the side. 1x8s here, 1x4, 1x8, 1x8s. I ripped this 1x8 to 2 inches, 6/85, something like that. Another 1x8, another 1x8. Would have been better with some trim screws, but it'd be alright. I'll put some wood putty or something over. Now we gotta do this nesting box, get the roof and stuff going. I still gotta put my metal roofing on, so hopefully the rain stays away. So I've been somewhat procrastinating on that, man. Trying to figure out if I want to cut them with a saw blade or with some 10 snips, but I don't think I do. And the fact that it's 8 feet and it's hanging over, I'm really thinking about buying some 12 feet, just so if I cut them in half, I won't have so much like little pieces that's not usable, I can say, I guess so. I just gotta make sure I measure it and make sure I know what the complete side is. All right, we got the metal roof up on one side, that is. Got the door. I think I already made a video about that. We got the door started on, not finished. As you can see, it's staying in there by itself, so that lets you know it's not gap right. You see it got plenty of gap on this side and up and down, but right here. And also the fact that the siding overlaps the frame just a bit, so that's something that I have to equate for, but I don't want to take too much off just because of that, since the hinges are going to be on 3-inch 1x3 boards. It's going to bring it out some, and it should be able to clear that a little bit more, so I'm not going to take off too much on it. Still got to do this side, which I got the OSB on the ground over there. And you got to do that side with the metal roofing, which is already on the ground. Just need to measure the other side to make sure, like, to be honest, it's not 100% square. So I got these all measured at 64.5. It turned out great with like a 1-inch gap. I mean, 1-inch overhang, just to equate for the gutters that's coming on the side. And over here, it might be 64.5. It might be 65.25. You don't damn know when I build something first time. So We're moving along as we go, trying to do everything legitly as possible. Also using these. Matter of fact, do I got one that's open? Yeah. See, I can see it. The little filler pieces. They go up under the roofing right there. Got those here, and it's gonna be some. Man, this one is freaking tore up. Oh no, they're gonna have to give me some money, man. But I got another pack. These go up under the ridge cap, so I probably should have got 3 packs of those. But we'll see. Yeah, let me go ahead and clean up, man. I got shit everywhere. Look at that. All right, we got the roof, all the metaling laid down both sides. I got the front gable end trims that go over these. I'm not gonna put them on just yet because I'm gonna stain the fascia boards before I put that on. So I might do that tomorrow. Finish the door, completely finished. Besides hanging it up on the hinges, got the X and everything. Got to start it up on the roof on this. I seen a squirrel eating from my tomatoes, and it was inside of here. There's a tomato here, there's a tomato on the ground, so I went on and just made this to cover it up. Basically, I had all the metal pieces already cut right here. Need the hinges and door latches for that. We got to do the ridge cap. I got all the foam sealant things that go on in between. Let me try to show you if y'all can see it. See the gaps right there? Some foam pieces the same shape as those. They go right there just to keep, you know, bugs and debris, water, whatever from going in. Yeah, man, we're knocking it out. Moving kind of slow now, man. I ain't gonna lie. Moving kind of slow. I didn't do nothing yesterday. It rained on me, so and I most definitely want for to come out here after it stopped raining and getting mosquitoes all on me. Yeah, but it's getting done slowly but surely. They are here. Speak up, little ladies. Let's just thank God for a smooth transaction. They all made it, and it looked like they gave me extra. I don't know what a 15. I think I got 20 or so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wow. I thank them for that. Good thing I built the 8x8. Cool. Second coat. That's all the coat. Of course, a damn fly on there. Look at that fly right there. Second coat is on. Y'all can see the vision, the stain up there. And it's just time to put the trim pieces on. Stop by the lumber store in the morning and grab a few more. I originally planned on putting 1x4s here, but the fact that this is the stud for the wall and it's a 2x4. 3.5 is the actual size, so it won't cover up this whole piece like I needed to. Instead of just line up here, then that piece here that goes here, it will just leave a gap. So now in the plans of doing 1x5, so that gives me 4.5 inches, an extra inch to work with on a just in case type basis. On all the trim that goes around the borders. And then we're gonna have the 1x3s for the door. Spoken. Then we're gonna have the 1x3s or 1x4s for the box, and then right here along the edge of windows, of course, 1x4s to cover up the sealant tape. Even though I cut that tape in half, it's still too big, so I need 1x4s for that. Looking good, man. Love it. Love this color. Perfect color. Took me months to find this color. I've seen so many different shades of like this type of green, but this was perfect once I looked it up. Perfect. And I had 2 different color coats, no, 3 actually, and I got 2 of them in samples just so I could test them out on this siding, and I went with this one. Glad I did. It stands out perfectly and it has a good symmetry with the the woods. Look at that tree right there, and look at the leaves in there. Go together perfectly. These are my pieces to keep the splatter from going inside and hitting my door. I gotta get this thing. I already got it sanded down, but just go ahead and put some wood conditioner, and then put down a couple coats of stain on it. And then we're gonna put the spar-thrain, however you pronounce it. We're gonna put that on there. Oh, that's right there. Yeah, sand it down and smooth. Might sand it again before I start. I do need to paint the inside of those nesting boxes. If I really need to do that, but I need to. I want to. Same thing with those pieces up there. Paint those. Just the little small things, man. Add some symmetry. You know, little things that count, man. So when you walk in, it's like painting little areas inside that matches the outside. So yeah, it's turning out great, man. Can't wait till I take those wraps off and show the brown trim. One coat, 2 coats. It's crazy how that makes a difference. Slowly but surely. As you can see, we started putting the trim pieces on. Got the side window. Got both of these trim edges on the front and back done. Everything in the front is done besides this trim that goes here. I gotta put the trim on that goes here. This is me just trying to get a rough estimate on what I need to cut this trim piece that's gonna go up to match that 3.5. So gotta do the trim around this window, then a trim around the nesting box, trim right here on the side of the nesting box. Gotta do this back part here. I'm not gonna trim that. If I ever decide to do that later on, I've made the boards for the side a little bigger, just in case if I have to. I put them in with a trim screw, so I can just unscrew them and then cut up the size for the diagonal cut of the trim that goes in the gable end. But as of now, I'm tired of it, so this is gonna ride. You can't tell. Look. It looks better having more green there too. So, and I'm also gonna be putting, as I was saying, originally I was gonna paint this, but since I brought the trim down to match the end of the smart siding, so I had to make it match on this side. Now I can do what I originally planned after I got overspray. And that's put another board in between that's stained. And it's gonna also complete the bottom end of this too, so that's gonna be cool. And the main reason I decided, all right, we got the nesting box lid, OSB part of it, pretty much done. Got 2 hinges, couldn't put that last bolt in right there. There's nothing for it to go into, and these are gonna miss the stud. So they're a little wider than 3.5 inches, so like I said, it's gonna miss the stud. Got 1 5/8 here, and then I accidentally found a 2. Well, in fact, I could take this one out because I found another 2-inch bolt laying around here. So it's a 2-inch bolt in here, so it's secure. I'm gonna take this one out and put a 2-inch there. These is 1 5/8 here, 1 5/8 here. They're cutting down some trees back here, so 1 5/8 here. Got my hinge right here. Lock it in. I wish I would have brought this down a little bit more, because like that, it still offers a little play, and which is cool in the middle, since I have those little boards up under there. But over here in the corners, that little space, and ain't no telling what type of critter, if they hungry, if they gonna tear some shit up trying to get up in there. Damn, they kill themselves. So we just have to wait and see, I guess. I ain't gonna do nothing extra. Lock it up like that. Simple. Trim done. And also, let me show y'all this. See this little one? Oh yeah. Got this piece cut out right here, but I'm out of finishing screws, so trim screws. So that's all we waiting on. Got the inch overhang. I also got to stain that side there. See, I have to put some masking tape and stain it. Turned out well. Finish up the trim on this side. I had to get these down first before I put this trim there. And I'm also gonna put another trim piece right here. It's gonna make it better. All right, we got the trim done in the back. And again, just to go over a mistake that I've made and I'm seeing now. I should have put this piece on last, but the fact that I already got the hinges and everything set up on it, it's too late. But why I say that is you see these gaps on both sides, it does this. And like I previously stated, it would have been better just to do the side trims, bring these all the way down flat, both ends, bring those down flat, and then cut this board, put this board, cut it so it fits in between both of those trims, so it'll give it a more cleaner look. But hey man, you let me learn. First time doing something like this, and sometimes you end up noticing it and it'll be too late. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got them all buttoned down, latches, and then I just had to repaint a whole another board because I already got holes in it. Would have had to repaint that one because I already cut that one. And you know, you just have to go through a whole whirlwind of fixing something. So it is what it is, man. It looks good. This is the only flaw that I really visually see that I don't like, that I do not like. And if I ever do decide to change it, it's probably going to be where I end up making this board longer. Just to try to clean it up a bit. Because this is an 8-foot board, but possibly get a 10-foot and just trim it to the right thing. But man, yeah, that is bothering me. Just word of advice, if you're doing this for the first time, bring your trim piece all the way down. Cut this board to fit in between both of your trim pieces. That'll give you a much cleaner look, uniform look even right here. Yeah, man, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, let me quit looking at it. Let me get on the way. This is how it's looking. Got the bottom board down. It's getting close to the time where we start focusing on the inside. I gotta clean all this crap out. Same thing. I'm gonna be painting those nesting boxes too. Same color they go on the outside. And also, man, look at my screws. Look at my screws. I ain't even try to do that. Look at that. Match, don't I? I do this, man. This how you know it's natural that you do this, man. It's natural. You matching your screws with your outside paint. Now, come on now. Look at that door. I might sell these doors $500 a pop. What y'all think? Is that too expensive? That's custom craftsmanship right there. Don't be scared to pay somebody for that. Quit being cheap out here. Go to Home Depot, they'll charge your ass for a prime door, $200. Come on now. Some people say the pine door. I said prime the first time, but the pine door is unpainted. They're going for $300. You know, so if I'm doing all this, staining it, prepping it, sanding it, staining it, putting a sealer on it, all 2 or 3 coats, yes, I want my time and labor to be paid for. And installation even more. So I also think about painting those up there. I don't know if I'm going to paint the inside of this. There go a damn spider web. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Yeah, no, it's blending in. It's a spider right there hanging. I can't stand spiders, man. Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm going to paint this yet. I'm most definitely not painting it white. I stay seeing people do that. I don't understand y'all perception and y'all thought pattern with white on the inside of a chicken coop, but I'm most definitely not. I'm sure they'll probably do it because it's cooler or something, or, you know, brings them a little happiness and joy in a bright place, a bright setting. But me personally, I'm going to do something that can hide the stains and the shit and pee that's going all over the place. Excuse my language. But for sure, we're going to be doing the green to match the exterior with those. It's going to be exterior paint. Oh, well. Green here. I'm not buying any more paint. Not cheap. And also with the nesting box. I might stain the wood. That's up top anyway. Well, I can't open it. Forget it. Well, let me show this part. The fern boards, they're not fern boards, 2x2 strips that's on top and up under here that this is sitting flush on. I might stain those as well just to be visually appealing. And so be staining those, and I guess it's time to peel these off since I've already done all my clear sealing. Gotta be careful. So even though this stuff been on here, this wall for over 5 days now, it still has a tendency to be kind of elasticy. Ooh, look at that. All right. A few updates since we have closed out the video. Got it painted up there. Got it down there painted. It's gonna look better from the other side. And here we go from the top. I started this, but I'm like, man, using this brush. And when it comes to this OSB, these uneven areas like up in here, up under there, it takes forever. So I gave up. I might spray it. I might just say, oh well, and just be tacky with it. As you can see, this ain't tacky, so I'm okay with that. All right, y'all can see, got the chicken door in, got the solar panel. Well, I'm just trying to see how long the string is on it. Got the 4-fan exhaust fan. 4-fan exhaust, I guess I can say. I wish I still had some of my green screws left to match the side, but here's what it is. It's gonna fall off this damn thing. But yeah, I'm just trying to see how long this line is. The run is gonna extend 16 foot, so it should end about here. Give me enough room for a wheelbarrow. And I see that this line allows me to get it completely in the front right here, which is cool because the sun rises on this side, comes through out here all midday, and it starts to set through the shade. So solar panel's gonna get what it needs. Trim piece on. Started working on the roosting and brooder area. See how I get that chicken door cut out completely. Put some more flooring down. Have to turn the flat. As you can see, we got the boxes all painted up. We got the flooring down on it. Bunch of trash from the vinyl. Go ahead and walk around to here. Got everything buttoned up with the trim on the nesting box. Same thing on the back. Just got to put this roofing on top. Since everything else is complete, it's time to do that. Let me go ahead and open this up so I can show y'all the inside. So y'all can see we got it all painted up here. Got a stain there. Got the flooring down. Just try to help with cleaning over time and then preserve the OSB as long as possible. Again, we got it colored up to match the Coop. Can't really see it too much, but there we go. I started painting this, man, but it's too much when it comes to using a brush. This OSB got all these little cracks and like all that little up in between right here. Like it takes so much paint trying to get that. I'm gonna spray that, or I might just leave it just like that. It's gonna be a little tacky, but it is what it is. Put all that on. Lock that back, cause there's a squirrel over here taking my damn tomatoes and was eating them inside of this. So also got the ridge cap done. Ridge cap on complete roof is done. Besides painting, the roof is complete. But yeah, everything's doing good, man. And just to give y'all an idea on where I'm going with the roosting, I plan on this being, of course, the deep litter method. But we're gonna also do sand in the poop tray here, and I'm gonna put 2 logs, I guess I could say, 2 logs here for roosting, both about 8 feet long. And the bottom is gonna be like a little pin just to about this, what's that called? The stud here, all the way to this wall. Still gives me enough space to get that last one. Still gonna kind of be a headache since I have the poop tray and everything covering it. But just to add that brooder in there because it was originally in my plans, and trying to extend the area that they have to roost. I had came up with a second idea that might come in the future. I might extend this roost and just the poop tray and they're roosting this way, but I didn't want shit all on my windows, so I said that's in the future if possible. We're gonna see how well they do with that back wall first before they get by my windows. And as you can see, the flooring is looking great. Got some cleaning to do, but I already cleaned out everything. I swept it and blew out all the debris. Latches on, all downhill from here. And it's time to build the run next. All right, pretty much finished up with the inside. Get the floors and stuff done. Got the nesting boxes finished up. Got the little brooder added area, or like they like to call it, like a little chicken jail or something. If a hen start to go broody over here, put her in here and separate her out of the way of others. Got the chicken door up in there. Next thing I gotta do is just basically add like a little ladder for them to get up and down up on here without having to jump and, you know, jump up, jump down, possibly causing injury. They got their roosting bars, pure cedar, undisturbed cedar, so this is not the kind in which where it can cause any respiratory or any problems to the chickens, since cedar isn't really for them. They usually go for like mulch or things that have been disturbed or churned up to in which to where it exposes the oils and things. This is just pure bark on here. This is just good for bugs and rot resistance, all that type of stuff. It's got the mold and everything. Left the rafter end open, and this is for ventilation. We got the hardware cloth to keep out any predators that possibly try to come in. And we got the screen mesh just to keep out flies and mosquitoes and such. So this is going nowhere, and it's gonna provide its purpose. We have a 4-fan exhaust Here we go. Solar powered and battery powered. So far, being that it's 4 fans, this battery only lasts like 2 or 3 hours, I think. So that's not gonna really solve any much purpose at nighttime when it's hot. But through the day, as long as it's getting sunlight, right now I just have it directly on the ground. But once I install the run and stuff, it's gonna be mounted up on the roof and should get ample sunlight throughout the day. Besides when it gets in these areas where the trees start to cover, because the sun rises on this side and it starts to make its way through the brushy area. 4 windows installed. There's certain things that I had to change when it came to the plans. I seen that it was not enough studs. So some carpenters will make fun of how I got these studs right here, but man, these was improvised just so I can have something to fasten the rafters into. Like when it comes to the rafters, I used hurricane ties and they button up here, and I wouldn't have had nothing to button up to. So this is how it should have been. So a lot of things I had to improvise, such as this here. Like some of like some carpenters gonna look at it like, what the hell is that? You know, probably gotta do what we gotta do. This thing, it's sturdy though. It ain't going nowhere. It's completely leveled, all type of things. So it is what it is, man. It's a chicken coop. This ain't built for no. This ain't sold to nobody. This in my backyard. It's structurally sound. It's gonna serve its damn purpose for some birds that's gonna shit everywhere. And I'm already done more than what I needed to. Look at this now. I ain't even sold a poop tray. Look at that, man. Come on now. It's good, man. Come on now. All right. So it is time to get this thing ready for the little ladies to come on out. Today, we're gonna just be focusing on putting the hemp bedding down. We'll be doing the deep litter method. So I will be using hemp bedding instead of the regular pine or sand or whatever. And I will be using nesting pads for the nesting area, but I also lay down a little thin layer of hemp in there just as well, just to help with the absorption. But yeah, they're 6 weeks of age. So it's about time for them to come on out here. Only things that I have to do is just try to put up a little netting here just to keep them from possibly jumping and coming over here, defeating the purpose. And I also need to put some shutoffs here just so dust, poop, or whatever just doesn't accumulate back there behind that LP Smart siding and just creating issues later on. Same thing over here, more netting, and also so the birds won't get stuck back there. So I will be doing that. We'll be having some chicken sand up here. If you know what chicken sand is, you know, just to help with the poop sifting and things like that. But the bottom will be deep litter method. But yeah, pretty much everything's taken care of, man. I got my hardware cloth up, everything. Deep litter method, we're gonna be doing the hemp bedding. I only have 1 bale of the hemp, so hopefully that's enough. But we shall see. I guess I get y'all set up on the mount. We can do this together. I still ain't finished. I gotta add another bag of this. Thought this was gonna be enough, but no, it ain't deep as I need it to be. We got hemp. This is all hemp bed in here. I got a little sand up in there. It's like super coarse, like something that be at the bottom of a riverbed. Then I'm gonna have it. This here is for to help with like smells and absorption and keep bugs and shit from laying up in here. That's their little nesting box where they're gonna be laying their eggs. I'm gonna put some of this up in there. Then I'm gonna have like some little nesting pads the same shape as the box that they can lay on, help with absorption. That's the main reason why I put all these little vinyl flooring down, just to help with moisture, just so it won't mess up my floorboards. So just try to preserve his life, keep it going for a long time. Y'all know y'all new home, man. I still ain't finished. Got all this blocked off so they won't be up in there until they ready to lay those eggs. Fan and cut off, look like the sunlight on this solar no more. I need to find another battery for that fan. I want that to run a lot longer than what it does, not just depend on the sunlight. You know it's getting cooler now, but in the peak heat, I need the air to come on up out of here. But yeah, let me go ahead and get them trained on their new feed and new water. The best way to really train them is they old enough to forage and learn on their own, but I'm gonna try to force them by putting somebody's beak up in there. Yeah, man, we in motion. She is hot as hell. Damn fan ain't cutting on back there. Ain't got no sunlight on it. That battery ain't charged. What's up, mama? She got that cross beak, the deformation that she got from birth. So it's a little harder for her to eat. So, man, let me shut this damn door. Cause she gonna waste this shit. Ain't cheap here. This shit was like $200 to put this shit down. Hemp. What you doing there, man? Get on somewhere, man. What you got? What? Say something. You throwing that shit on me? Yeah. Flexing up, ain't you? Golden wine, dog. Buff Orpington. Dominicker. Easter egger. Just installed this because I realized when I come in I need to have a way to close it. This is the end mark here, but I'm able to break it in a little further and it locks it in. I was gonna put like a gate supply just like I got on the outside right here. I don't know if I'm getting it or not. Just like I got there. I was gonna put it here, drill a hole up in here, and then I lock it in place. But now I'm gonna save that for my run, so I don't have to keep buying those. Those things are like $20, $30 each. So got these Bourne style hinges, same one I got on the outside. Subtle touches, green screws, match the green background, perfect same color and all. So not painted neither. That was just accidental matching. Look at her. She don't know what they're gonna do. Don't y'all poop on my hand. Ah, hush.